When I first got into the travel industry, I had a lot of my friends look at me a little bit sideways, and they said, "You're a what?" And I said, "Travel agent." And they looked at me, "Do those even still exist?" And that was 16 years ago. Today, travel agents still play a vital role when it comes to selling travel and matching their clients with the right product and helping them out as their advocate when things don't quite go as planned. I've got a list of 10 reasons you should still use a travel agent. Let's take a look. First and foremost, we have extensive product knowledge. There are dozens of cruise lines: Carnival, Royal Caribbean, Disney, Princess, Norwegian Cruise Line, Viking Ocean Cruises, Viking River Cruises, dozens and dozens of cruise lines. What makes one different than another? Travel agents know. What makes us better than going through an individual cruise line, let's say, or a travel supplier, is that we can objectively tell you and recommend, based on our knowledge of you, what is the best product that meets your needs and your expectations, so you know that your dollar is being spent wisely. And that's where we come in as travel agents. Because of our knowledge of the product, because of our obsession with learning as much as we can about the product, we as travel agents as a whole we have really good relationships with those suppliers. Over the years, we get to know the management of the cruise lines, the upper level folks, the sales staff. We have contacts within the travel suppliers to help you in case something goes wrong. We have a little bit more, I would say a lot more, clout than an individual traveler, just because we book dozens and dozens of these trips a year for clients, whereas an individual may book one or two a year. We have a lot more sales volume, and therefore the suppliers oftentimes give us a little bit more leverage and leeway when it comes to solving problems than you would get if you had to tackle a problem on your own. In short, they tend to value our business a little bit more just because of the volume we produce for them. We have a knowledge of the industry as a whole, the different aspects of travel. Travel isn't something that a lot of people think about on a daily basis, regular folks, that is, just because it's not front of mind. It's something that you do once or twice a year, like I said, maybe even less frequently than that. And you may not be even aware of all the different types of travel opportunities that exist. We keep an eye on that, and we look for new things and are on the cutting edge when it comes to new ships, new products, new tours, new destinations opening up. Cuba, for example, just opened its doors to folks from the United States. That's unheard of in my lifetime. And we're selling trips to Cuba. So those sort of things we are really keyed into. There are a number of publications that we read, and we have to stay on top of it just because it's our lifeblood. We are intimately aware of travel regulations when it comes to passports, when it comes to visa requirements, things like that, especially for our target markets. Our clients expect us to know these things, and so we study, and we know, as things change, we know how to best advise you, and we make sure that you are armed with the knowledge that you have to set up those travel documentation, those travel documents as properly, so you don't run into any sort of issues. And there are extenuating circumstances and unusual situations that we can help you navigate. For instance, if you're traveling out of the country with a child who's not yours, there are certain requirements that you have to abide by. And we know we know how to advise you on that, so you don't run into any kind of issues traveling. And these days, with travel regulations kind of in flux with the new presidential administration, it pays to know someone who is keyed in to the industry and the regulations. And travel agents are looking for a relationship that goes beyond just a single sale. We want to make a relationship with you so that we get to know you, your family, your travel likes, your travel dislikes, what makes a great trip for you, the types of hotels that you normally stay in. All of this knowledge helps us to expand our relationship and offer you different products and services that may go in a different direction than what you originally looked for, or to further our relationship with you, plan travel for you in years to come. A lot of travel agents have a bucket list program where they help you review your own bucket list and help you develop a plan to visit each one of these destinations and experience all these experiences that you've got on your list over time. That's the sort of relationship a travel agent is looking for, an ongoing relationship. Once you have a great travel agent, a relationship with a great travel agent, you should never want to let them go. Almost like a mechanic or a hairstylist that you have that you know does a really good job for you. That's your person. And we want to be your travel agent. A good travel agent has access to more types of ancillary products than you might have on your own. Cruise lines, for example, sell bundles with airfare and travel insurance and shore excursions, and you can get all that through the cruise line, a one-stop shop. Travel agents have access to alternatives. We can suggest better flights than the cruise line can offer. A lot of times we offer you specific flights, whereas the cruise line may only offer you what's called a bulk fare, or a situation where you can't determine what flight you're actually going to be on. They tell you what you're going to be on. You don't have any choice in the matter. We take a different approach, and oftentimes we can come up with better pricing and better schedules than the cruise lines can. We also have alternatives for insurance that are oftentimes less expensive than the cruise line or the Supplier product, but offer better coverage. Travel insurance is something you do not want to live without, and we always recommend that you take it. I'll make a further video explaining that in the future, but for right now, know that there are options that exist for you that could save you money in the long run. Travel agents save you time. Good travel takes a long time to plan. Folks who try and do it on their own realize that. And we have the ability and the systems to plan travel quickly, and we have the relationships with folks who bundle travel together in a quick way that can save you time and save you aggravation in the long run. Many travel agents, not all, but a lot of them, take the opportunity and take the initiative, even after you've purchased something, a cruise, a tour, what have you, to figure out ways to save you money even afterwards. Even after you've committed to purchase something at a certain price, we look for opportunities to reduce the cost for you. If there is a sale that comes up you can take advantage of, if there's a different product that has a similar itinerary that might be a better match or a less expensive way to go, we recommend that to you. We are experts when it comes to wrangling the cats involved in group planning. If you've ever tried to organize a group cruise or for your family, let's say, and you've got one aunt that only wants a balcony room, you've got one person that has really specific dietary requirements, there's a lot that goes into managing a group of people, and a travel agent will take that off of you and allow you to not worry about the details of planning a cruise or a group trip. You would call us, you would give us the information, and then each one of those individuals traveling would call us. We would handle their concerns for you, again, more quickly and more efficiently because we know the systems, and we can answer their questions right off the bat in most cases. than you having to research every little aspect of their trip and their special situation. Because every traveler is different. Even in a group doing the same trip, everybody's got different needs and different expectations. Travel agent can help you out tremendously. If you've got a group of people looking to take a trip somewhere, best thing I can tell you, call a travel agent right from the start. The next reason is that we have been there. We are travelers ourselves. We get into this business because we love to travel. The business allows us the opportunity to do that. We've seen many of these destinations. We have experienced these cruise lines. The cruise lines make it easy for us to experience their product, whether on ship tours, they have conventions. Cruise ship convention is something you've got to see. Dozens and dozens of cruise ships lined up in port for us to take a look at. It's a neat experience. But we've been there and done that. And because of that, we can offer you insider knowledge to the destinations we've visited. If you've liked this video, please subscribe. Give me a thumbs up below. Tell your friends. If you have a trip you'd like to take, give me a call. I'd love to help you put it together. Have a great day.